Hello students and welcome to the lecture. So students, basically we are covering the general awareness and basically we are discussing about the geography. Okay. So many things, so many facts and figures we have discussed so far. Basically, in this lecture we are going to start an important phenomenon, or you can say a very interesting thing of the geography. Alright. Right now we will not only talk about the things what we have on earth, but also we will talk about the things what we have in the universe and the things which are related with the earth. All right. So with this note, let's move forward. That is the subject we are discussing about, geography, and that is the topic I'm talking about. Over. Okay. So basically we are going to start the solar system. All right. So basically, solar system is an important part of the geography. All right. When we talk about the solar system, so basically the solar system in which we are living in, there are 8 planets. Okay. Sun, asteroids, and etc. All right. So the solar system is basically not only comprised about Earth, but it comprises about all the other things which are presented nearby us and to which we are related directly or indirectly. All right. And basically, let me give an example. Basically, there are 3 words: universe, galaxy, and then comes the solar system. Universe, galaxy, and then comes the solar system. Okay. So basically when we talk about the universe, we do not know the limit of the universe, and basically we can say it comprises infinite galaxies. Okay. However, you will, when you search this on the Google, you will see different results that these much of galaxies we have, this and that, but truly we do not know exact number of galaxies. Okay. So that's why I have written down here infinite number of galaxies. Okay. Thereafter, second term we have the galaxy. Okay. Galaxy comprises n number of solar system. Okay. So basically galaxies comprising n number of solar systems and they are the part of universe. And basically if we talk about the galaxy in which we are living in, so it is a Milky Way. And in Hindi you called it Akash Ganga. All right. Remember this thing. Okay. Thereafter, the next and the last, we have the solar system. What do you mean by it? So basically solar system is contain planets, satellites, and other celestial bodies. Okay. So these are the 3 terms I have shown you here. The first stands for the universe. It is its limit is not known to us, and we comprise that it contains infinite galaxies. Okay. There is no particular number that we can say. All right. Similar things which happen with the galaxy comprises n number of solar systems. Okay. We do not know exact number of solar systems comprising galaxy. Okay. As far as the galaxy in which we are living considered, so this is known as the Milky Way. Okay. The third one is the solar system. The solar system basically contains planets, satellites, and other celestial bodies. All right. So these are the 3 terms. Okay. Now come back to the term which we are discussing. It's the solar system. So these are the 3 stages in which we will cover this topic. The first, we will discuss about the overview. Second, we will discuss about the solar system components. Third, we will discuss about the planets. All right. So now let's begin. The first is the overview, an overview of solar system. Okay. The solar system is a celestial system. Celestial here, universe mean. Okay. So celestial basically means the universe. Alright. Celestial system concentrated around the sun. Or whenever you see a word celestial, whenever you see the word celestial, okay, basically it means space object or think of universe. Okay, whenever you see the word celestial, it's basically having two meaning, whether it's a spacious object or a think of universe. Okay, so remember, solar system is a celestial system centered around the sun. What it mean by it? If you see the diagram of solar systems, so you will find out that in the middle there is a sun, and around it there are various planets like this. Okay, so basically sun is at the center and the remaining 8 planets are revolving around the sun here and there. Alright, so remember this thing. It includes 8 major planets such as Earth and their natural satellites like Moon. Okay, basically satellites are basically the celestial objects, okay, which are generally revolve around planet or you can say asteroids. Okay, so satellites are basically the celestial objects which revolve around the planet or satellites, and they could be artificial or man-made. Sorry, artificial or natural. Okay, the natural satellites are those satellites which haven't made by the humans, and basically it's found by the celestial objects, whereas artificial satellites are those satellites which are made by the humans for some specific works like communication satellite, navigation satellite, okay, military satellite, intelligence satellite, so ever. All right, so remember this thing. Okay, thereafter other objects within the solar system include dwarf planets, asteroids, comets, various celestial bodies. Okay, gravity from the sun keeps all these objects in the orbit around it. Okay, so basically what force is there which keeps all the elements around it like this? Sun is at the middle, all the planets are revolving around the sun. Then the question is how this is possible? This is possible because of the gravitational pull. Okay, sun basically pull these planets around it so that these planets are basically revolving around the sun and they are not leaving the sun or the orbits. All right, so remember, planets, basically planets, comets, asteroids, and whatever the celestial things we have in the solar systems, they are basically revolving around the sun just because of the gravitational attraction. Okay, gravity from the suns keep all the objects in the orbit around it. That's what we have discussed. Okay, so basically now we have the solar system, and the first topic we have components, and the sun we have here. Okay, the sun is a massive hot and luminous ball of gas primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. Okay, so the first thing is that the size of the sun is very massive. Okay, for an estimate I can tell you nearly about 13 billion Earths could be fitted in the sun. Okay, nearly about 30 billion Earths could be fitted in the sun. Okay, so now you can guess how bigger the sun is. All right, so remember, it is a massive body. Secondly, it's hot. Okay, for example, surface temperature of sun is nearly about 5000 degrees Celsius. Now you can assume that how hot it is. Alright. Thereafter, the next thing we have, it's a luminous ball of gas. What do you mean by luminous ball of gas? So basically, because sun is massive and hot, it reflects light, or you can say it's a lighting object. Okay, as we know that the sun is basically the prime source of lighting on earth during the daytime. Okay, so remember these points. Primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. Okay, it's a ball of gas, and which gases are there? Hydrogen and helium. Okay, it accounts for approximately 99.86% of the total mass in the solar system and provides the energy that sustains life on earth. So you can say, if there is sun and the 8 planets and other celestial bodies which are present in our solar system, and if we sum up them and we get the mass, then about 99.86% approximately will be the mass of sun only, and the rest will be shared by all the other planets. So you can say it's a very heavy and muscular object. Alright, and it's basically responsible to provide energy that sustains life on earth. Okay, the sun's gravitational force keeps all the other objects within the solar system in orbit around it. Alright, so basically sustain life on earth. How? So it is responsible for various chemical reactions happen on earth, like you can say temperature management. If the sun rays do not reach the earth, the temperature will go into the minus and it will become harsh to live on earth. Okay, similar thing will happen with the food chain. Okay, there are 3 types of consumers: primary, then comes the secondary, then comes the tertiary. Right, it's a food chain. Okay, so basically the primary are the food makers who made their own food, or you can call them photosynthesis of. Okay, so the primary consumers are primarily dependent upon the photosynthesis, which is only possible through sunlight. Okay, so if sunlight do not reach the earth, the primary process will not happen, and also the primary, the secondary and tertiary all will suffer a lot. Okay, so that's why it is responsible to sustain a life on earth. Got it? Now let's move forward. Thereafter we have the planets. There are 8 major planets in the solar system, divided into the 2 categories. The first category is the terrestrial planets. These are the inner planets and include Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. They are characterized by solid rocky surfaces. Okay. Thereafter we have the gas giant planets. These are the outer planets and include Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. They are primarily composed of gas and lack solid surface. Okay, so if we discuss about it, basically there are 2 things which we should pay attention on. The first is inner planets and the outer planets. What do you mean by this? Let me show you. This is a this is the sun. Okay, then comes the planet 1, planet 2, planet 3, planet 4. Alright, thereafter this one, then comes the planet 5, planet 6, planet 7, planet 8. Okay, this is just an example. So here the planets which fall beyond this line, these are called the inner planets. Okay, the planets which fall on that side of lines, these are called the outer planets. Okay, understood? Inner and outer. Now what this is like, that's the main question. So this is the basically belt of asteroids. Okay, and these are also revolving around the sun. So this belt of asteroids divide the planet into the inner and outer planets. Those who falls this side are inners, those who fall that side are outer. Got it? This is the first thing. Second, these are called the terrestrial planets and these are the gas giants, also known as Jovian planets. What do you mean by this? Basically, these 4 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, they are smaller in size and they having solid rocky surfaces. Got it? While we talk about the Jovian or the gaseous planet, they are larger in size but they having the gaseous form. They do not having a solid surfaces. Okay, that's why they are regarded as terrestrial planet and the gaseous planet, and why they are called inner and outer I have told. All right. Thereafter, next we have the moons. Okay, many of the planets in the solar system have natural satellites, often referred to as moons. Earth has 1 moon, while some gas giants have dozens of moons. Okay, like the satellite, when I was telling you, like I had told you, these are the celestial objects. Celestial objects which basically revolving around the planet or the asteroids. Okay, and they are of 2 types: synthetic or man-made, or you can say second is the natural. Okay, so basically right now we are talking about only natural satellites. So the natural satellites, we generally call them as moons. Okay, so there is no limit of moon. Like one planet could have so many moons, one planet could have limited moons, and one planet may do not have any type of moon. Okay, so there is no restrictions upon the moon's number a planet should have. All right. Thereafter, the Earth moon, for example, plays a crucial role in tides and has been a target for lunar exploration. Okay, time to time you have seen in news that various missions launched on moon by NASA, by ISRO, by Roswell and other space agencies to lunar exploration. Lunar basically stands for the moon exploration. Okay, second, tides, like we have seen, some time of the day the water levels increase, some time of day the water level decreases. This is because of the tide. Okay, and this is generally happen because of the gravitational pull of sun and moon. Okay, for example, you can say suppose this is Earth. Okay, this is moon. Let me make it again. Because the Earth is a blue planet, why I will tell you. So we will make this line. This is the Earth, this is moon, and this is the sun. All right. So when they are in the straight line, okay, so the gravitational pull of sun and the moon combined up, and these are the higher tides. Okay, because of the combining of the gravitational pull. Second is, suppose this is the Earth, this is the moon, but this is the sun. So right now these are in the right angle. Okay, so in that time there are the lower tides because their gravitational pull will be countered by each other. Okay, in the first example they are unaccompanied by each other, in the second example they are countering by each other. Okay, so they having the higher tides, in this case we have the low tides. Okay, understood why the moons and the suns are responsible for tides. Okay, now let's move forward. Thereafter we have the asteroids. What do you mean by asteroids? Asteroids are rocky objects that vary in size and are found primarily in the asteroid belt, the belt I had shown you. Okay, located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. So you could say this is the Earth. Okay, planet 1, 2, 3, 4. Then comes the belt. Thereafter 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this planet is basically the Mars. This planet is basically the Jupiter. Okay, and let me name them all so that you could have a better understanding. This is the Mercury. This is the Venus. This is the Earth. And This is the Mars. All right. Thereafter, this is Jupiter. This is Saturn. This is Uranus. And this is Neptune. Okay. So basically, this belt, asteroid belt, falls between the Mars and Jupiter. Okay. And all the asteroids are generally considered in this belt also. Okay. So here are the names of all the planets. You can take the screenshot or whatever you want. Okay. Remember, this particular belt is known as the asteroid belt. And now you have understanding that these belts found between the Mars and the Jupiter. All right. Ceres, the largest asteroid in the belt, is classified as a dwarf planet. Ceres. Okay. Dwarf planet means a teeny and not fully completed planet. A planet which is teeny or tiny, you can say, which is tiny and not fully completed as a planet. Not fully completed as a planet. All right. So this is the you can say clarification. All right. Thereafter, we have to talk about the comets. Comets are icy bodies with highly elliptical orbits that bring them close to the sun at certain times. When comets approach the sun, they develop a glowing coma and a distinct tail, which making them visible from Earth, like a broken star you have seen so many times. Halley's Comet is one of the most famous periodic comets which repeat itself after a certain period of time. Okay. Thereafter, dwarf planets. In addition to the 8 major planets, the solar system contains several dwarf planets including Pluto. Okay. Pluto, when we talk about the Pluto, it was found in 1930. At 9:30 it was found. Okay. And during August 2006 it was declared as not a planet. Okay. Since the founding of 1930 to 2006, we were considering it as a planet. Okay. But it was August 2006 when the planet status of Pluto was revoked. Okay. But on the same year, in September 2006, the Pluto was declared as a dwarf planet. Okay. So remember this timeline. In 1930, it was found of. August 2006, it was declared as not planet. 2006 September, it was declared as a dwarf planet. All right. So remember this thing. All right. Eris, Homa, Makemake, and Ceres are the others. Thereafter, we have the Kuiper belt and the Oort cloud. Beyond the orbit of Neptune lies the Kuiper belt, a region populated with icy objects, including Pluto. Even further from the sun is the hypothetical Oort cloud, a vast reservoir of comets. Okay, so you can say if this is our solar system, so beyond them, the things we found are known as the Kuiper belt and the Oort cloud. Okay, these are very cold because the sun's warmth is not able to reach these areas, and that's why they are the receiver of comets. Okay, now we have the Milky Way. Okay, the solar system is located within the Milky Way galaxy, as I have told you, which is a bared spherical galaxy containing billions of stars, including our sun. It is just one of the countless solar systems within the galaxy. All right. Now, we have finished the solar system components. Now it's a time for planets. First one is the Mercury. Position. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, located in the innermost region of the solar system. Okay, it's about the position. Divisional group. It is a part of terrestrial planet because it's having a rocky surface. All right. Thereafter, extreme temperature variation. Mercury experiences extreme temperature variations with scorching hot days and freezing cold nights due to its lack of atmosphere to trap the heat. Alright. Thereafter, we have the lack of atmosphere condition. It has a thin, almost non-existent atmosphere which cannot support human life. Alright. Key features. Mercury has numerous impact craters, some of which are named after famous artists, writers, and composers. It has a unique scarps or cliffs formed by tectonic activity. Position. Venus is the closest planet from the Sun and is often referred to as Earth's sister planet due to its similar size and composition. So if the question asks which is known as the sister planet of Earth, the answer should be Venus. Alright. Thereafter, characteristics. The first is a divisional group. It is a part of terrestrial planet group. Okay. Atmosphere. It's having a thick atmosphere. Venus has a dense and toxic atmosphere, primarily composed of carbon dioxide. Creates a strong greenhouse effect because of the carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas itself, resulting in a surface temperature hot enough to melt lead. Alright. Thereafter, surface, hellish surface. The surface is filled with volcanic plains, mountains, and impact craters, so it is really hard to have a walk on this. Okay. Thereafter, we have the faces. Venus exhibits faces like the moon when observed from Earth. Okay. Thereafter, runaway greenhouse effect. Venus serves as a cautionary example of the extreme consequences of a runaway greenhouse effect. Thereafter, Venus, we have the Earth. Position. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and the only known celestial body to support life. However, you have seen in many items that we have aliens, we are exploring life on other planets. But as far as we are considered today, only Earth is the planet known to have a life. Okay. Divisional group, it is also the part of terrestrial planet because it's having the rocky surface. Characteristics, life sustaining. It has a diverse environment with oceans, continents, and a life supporting atmosphere composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen. Moderate climate. Earth's climate is relatively stable compared to the other planets, allowing for liquid and a variety of ecosystems so that the light could sustain. Thereafter, we have the moon. Earth has one natural satellite, the moon, which plays a crucial role in tides and has been explored by human missions. Both are the things I have told you. Thereafter, we have the Mars. Position. It is the fourth planet from the Sun and it's often called as red planet due to the reddish appearance. Its soils having the high iron content. So because of this, it is appeared red from the far. Divisional group, it is the terrestrial planet with a rocky surface. Alright. Thereafter, atmosphere. It's having the thinner atmosphere. Mars has a thick carbon dioxide atmosphere with surface pressure less than 1% of Earth's. Seasonal changes. Mars experiences seasons similar to Earth, but they are more extreme due to its axial trip. Okay. Earth seasons are moderate to sustain life, but Mars seasons are not as good as we have. Thereafter, evidence of water. It has polar ice caps and evidence of past liquid water flows on its surface. Exploration. Mars has been a target for numerous space missions with rovers like Curiosity exploring its surface. Okay. Thereafter, the planet Jupiter. Position. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system and the fifth planet from the Sun. Okay. Divisional group, it is the part of gaseous planet because right now we have crossed the asteroid belt and now we are talking about the Zobian or the gaseous planet. Okay. It's having a gas surface. Gas giant. Jupiter is a gas giant primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. Great Red Spot. It has a prominent feature known as the Great Red Spot, massive storm that has been observed for centuries. Many moons. Jupiter has over 80 known moons, including Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system. Magnetic field. Jupiter has a powerful magnetic field and intense radiation belts. Okay. After Jupiter, we have the Saturn. It is a gaseous planet with a gas surface. Saturn position, basically we talk about, it's a sixth planet from the sun and it's famous for its specular ring system. If it's a Saturn, so it's having the rings around it. Okay. Like this. Okay. Ring system. Saturn's extensive ring system is composed of countless particles of ice and rock. It is also a gas giant. Like Jupiter, Saturn is a gas giant with a predominantly hydrogen and a helium atmosphere. The same gases which is also found in the sun's atmosphere. Okay, let me write down again. Like the sun atmosphere. Okay. Thereafter, unique hexagonal storm. Saturn's north pole features a hexagonal shaped storm system. Alright. Thereafter, Cassini-Huygens missions. The Cassini-Huygens spacecraft explored Saturn and its moon Titan extensively. So if the question asks Cassini-Huygens mission was which planet, the answer should be Saturn. For what aim? To explore the Saturn and its moon Titan as well. Okay. Thereafter, we have the Uranus. It is a gaseous planet with a gas group. It is a seventh planet from the sun and it's unique for its unusual rotation and extreme axial tilt. Okay. Mostly planets revolve west to it, whereas Uranus revolves east to west. Okay. It means like this. So that's why it is very famous for its unusual rotation and extreme axial tilt. Like if some planet is tilted like this, Uranus is tilted like this. Okay. Tilted axis. Uranus rotates nearly perpendicular to its orbit, causing extreme seasonal variations. Alright. Thereafter, pale blue color. It appears pale blue due to the presence of methane in its atmosphere. Okay. Characteristics like rings and moons. Uranus has a ring system and numerous moons, including Miranda and Titania. These are the moons. And remember, it's having 13 rings. Okay. So if the question asks, Miranda and Titania is the moon of which planet, the answer should be Uranus. And if the next question asks, 13 ring system is found with which planet, the answer should be Uranus and Uranus only. Alright. Thereafter, we have the Neptune. Neptune is also a gaseous planet because it's a part of gas surface. Neptune is the 8th and farthest known planet from the sun. It is very cold due to this. Deep blue color. It is known for its deep blue color due to the presence of methane in its atmosphere. Active storms. Neptune has prominent dark storms such as Great Dark Spot and the more recent storm observed by the Hubble Space Telescope. Okay, Hubble Space Telescope is belong to which agency? NASA. Okay, it's an agency of United States of America. Remember this thing. Thereafter, Triton. Neptune's largest moon, Triton, orbits in a retrograde direction, suggesting it may have been captured by Neptune's gravity. Okay. So students, basically we have finished the topic of the solar system. We have discussed the solar system overview, other related facts, components and the planets. Okay, I hope this should be well enough to be prepared of, and I request you all kindly go through the topics we have discussed properly here, and you are required to do the proper revision. Okay, so with this note, let's end this lecture and say thank you. Okay, so thank you.